All right, today we're diving into a piece of technology that tackles a silent but really critical risk you'd find in any operating room. We're talking about the Promed X-ray detectable abdominal pack. It's actually a pretty simple solution to what could be a devastating problem.
So picture this. You're in the middle of a high-pressure surgery. Everything is focused on saving a life. But what if one of the greatest risks is also one of the simplest, something just hiding in plain sight? Well, it has a name. It's called a retained surgical item, or RSI for short. Now, obviously, there are super strict counting rules to prevent this, but the unfortunate reality is it still happens. And when it does, it can lead to infections, pain, and even more surgeries. This is exactly the kind of problem that needs a foolproof solution.
So when you're facing a critical need like this, how do you innovate? How do you build a better, more reliable safety net? Well, that brings us right to the Promed Pack solution.
At first glance, you might just see a surgical sponge, but the Promed pack is so much more than that. It's an engineered tool, designed not only for top performance during surgery, but also to add this essential final layer of protection for the patient.
Let's really break down what makes this pack so effective. We'll look at its performance and its protection features, and we'll start with the stuff it's made of.
The foundation here is all about quality. It's made from 100% woven cotton fabric, and it's manufactured to what are called BP Type 2 specifications. Now, that just means it meets a really rigorous, internationally recognized standard for medical-grade textiles, so you know you're getting purity and performance.
And those material choices, they translate directly into real benefits during surgery. That high absorbency is absolutely crucial for keeping the operating field clear. The fact that it's chemically inert means it won't react with body tissues. And of course, its softness is key to preventing any trauma to delicate organs. But great performance is really only half the story. Now we get to the core innovation, the thing that provides that ultimate safety net, the X-ray detectable feature.
This is the game changer. A non-toxic X-ray detectable strip is securely sewn right into every single pack. It's such a simple, elegant solution. It's designed to be perfectly visible to technology, even if something gets missed by the human eye during a manual count.
So here's how it fits into the safety process. At the end of a surgery, the team does their standard manual count of all the items. But if there's any doubt, any question about that count, they can just do a quick X-ray scan. And that gives them immediate definitive confirmation, ensuring the patient's safety is totally assured before closing. And that's the core promise right there. It's designed specifically so it can be found if it's accidentally left behind. This helps turn what the medical community calls a never event, a preventable error that should just never happen, into something that's easily detectable and ultimately preventable.
And, of course, no two surgeries are the same. The needs can vary a ton from one procedure to the next. That's why the Promed pack comes in a whole range of sizes. It makes sure the surgical team has exactly the right tool for any situation, whether it's a minor procedure or a major abdominal surgery.
So when you put it all together, the high-grade material, the smart design, and that innovative safety tech, what you get is more than just a product. You get a whole new standard of care.
So let's recap that Promed advantage. First, you get efficiency because of that superior absorbency. Then you get protection from its soft, inert cotton. And most importantly, you get certainty from that X-ray detectable strip. It's the final safety net that just removes all doubt. And that really leaves us with a powerful idea, doesn't it? The Promed pack is a great reminder that the biggest leaps in patient safety don't always come from some huge, complex machine. Sometimes it's just a single, brilliant detail designed to do one thing: make the invisible undeniably visible.